Welcome to the fourth week of Phillip Trading Podcast. My name is James and I'm the marketing staff for Phillip Futures. And today we are happy that we have Trent with us. So before we start our today's sessions, feel free to share these sessions to your Facebook friend and let them know about the trading theme of the week. Yeah, so how have you been, Trent?
Yeah, feeling good all this while. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So last week we did discuss about the topic which related to our Malaysian equity. And so today's session we will actually change the theme and focus about the foreign market shares. So our topic for today is how to ride on the recovery theme with Nasdaq shares CFD. So Nasdaq share has been up a lot and standing at around 12,000 point right now. So I believe there is a lot of chances and opportunity in the index. So what kind of Nasdaq stock can investors look forward at the launching of Phillip Futures Nasdaq share CFD? And any recommended stock from you, Trent?
Okay, so investors are able to trade Phillip Futures Nasdaq shares CFD beginning 1 December. Okay, so it's a good news to all of you. So there are actually a total of 40 companies to choose from. Among some of the big names, big tech companies that you can trade on the our Nasdaq shares CFD includes something like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Facebook, Tesla, and Nvidia. Some of these are the common names that everyone are familiar with. Okay, so if you want to invest in US technology sector, now you have the opportunity to do so through our Nasdaq shares CFD. Okay, so of all the available Nasdaq stocks, okay, how do we pick the best counter to trade? Okay, well, personally, I like to start off with by admitting that I'm actually a firm believer of value investing. So I usually look at PE ratio a lot when screening for stocks to invest. So for example, the US tech sector, the average PE is roughly average around 30 to 40 times. So any company that is trading below that range, I can start to dig further and look whether there's opportunity for me to enter. Next, I'll look at the return on equity. Generally, any ROE above 10 to 15% are considered good. Okay, so based on the screening criteria of the PE ratio and ROE, there's one particular large cap company which I feel is currently undervalued and also having a good return. It's currently trading at 9 times PE and has an ROE of 19%, which is quite brilliant for a company that's trading with a low valuation at the moment. So that company is actually Intel. Okay, the reason Intel is currently trading at such low PE is mainly due to two reasons. First one will be because it is sold off tremendously due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And secondly, is because it is currently facing stiff competition in the semiconductor sector where it lost quite a fair amount of market share to AMD, which is another chip maker in the notebook, desktop, and server segment in the US semiconductor industry. Okay, nonetheless, right, Intel is still the largest chip maker in the notebook, desktop, and server segment. So it will be a good opportunity for investors out here, our audience out here, to actually trade on Intel, where you can actually it's currently trading at yearly low now, which I think is a good opportunity for our investor to enter.
Right. Thanks for the tips, Trent. I believe those who are watching our podcast today, right, they will actually add Intels in their watch list. Okay, yeah. So, Trent, to further discuss about the Nasdaq share CFD offered by Phillip Futures on the 1st of December. Okay, how can the company Phillip Futures Nasdaq share CFD complement with investor current investment portfolio? Or how can we actually put this CFD in our portfolio? Yeah.
Okay, one of the benefits of this Nasdaq share CFD or CFD in general is their ability to do short selling. So this will actually allow investor to enter into short position to hedge off their portfolio, of course. Then in a bear market, this is especially useful in a bear market. The capital gain from this short position actually can be used to offset the long position in your catch market portfolio. Okay, so mainly it's a hedging tool. Then another feature of Nasdaq share CFD is leverage. Okay, investor only need to put a margin of 10 to 30% of the underlying stock value. So for instance, based on the 10% margin, 10% margin on share CFD, investor only need to have 100 USD to purchase 1000 USD worth of shares. So there's 10 times average there. So it actually allows investors to potentially increase their return through a smaller capital outlay. So you don't have to use much money to control a larger position. So the profit is actually multiplied by the leverage factor, which is 10 times based on our example earlier, and the losses as well. So I would like to emphasize that leverage is actually double-edged sword. So the profit is multiplied by the leverage factor, and so are the losses as well. Hence, investors need to be careful when trading with leverage product.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so for those who haven't exposed to CFD trading, feel free to comment at the below comment box. Okay, so we will arrange our dealer to explain more further with you about this product. So we really hope that this CFD able to enhance your investment portfolio. Okay, Trent. So let's move to the market. So there are noises in the internet or some news saying that the technology stocks could fall if there is a vaccine for COVID-19. So what is your personal opinion on this?
Okay, so in my opinion, right, vaccine actually should be contributing positively to the technology sector, particularly in the consumer electronics and semiconductors segment. This is because during COVID-19, one of the biggest issues faced by these kind of companies is that these companies such as Apple, Nvidia, Intel, Qualcomm, and Broadcom are facing disruption in their supply chains, meaning they said they couldn't get raw materials. So with the discovery of vaccine and the reopening of international borders, we actually allow better movement of goods and raw material. These companies are likely to perform better in the future since they have a better improvement in supply chain. Hence, there are low chances that the technology sectors could fall below the levels of major sell-off in March.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you, Trent. So once the market going to the recovery stage or prepare to back to the normal, right? So we really need technology to enhance our daily needs, and I believe that industrial needs tech as well. Okay, so now we talk about some counters. So based on the observations, the Fund and Tesla has experienced a V-shaped recovery on their share price to a record high. So since the Black Swan incident in March. So do you reckon there are more room to grow in terms of their share price?
Okay, well, to answer that question, we actually have to look at the PE first. So currently, Facebook, Apple, Alphabet, okay, Google are trading within the sector PE of 30 to 40 times, which is quite reasonable to me at this moment. But in contrast, Netflix, Amazon, and Tesla are currently trading at a high valuation of over 50 times PE, more than 50 times PE. So the question now will be, are the earnings of these three companies able to catch up to their current high valuations in the next few quarters? If their reported earnings are within consensus expectations or even better, where is likely that there are further upsides in their stock price. So it will be crucial for investors, our audience out there, to look out for a few things. First, what are the consensus earnings for the next quarter? And secondly, the next quarter estimated reporting date. So investors have to pay attention to these two details. So you will see most likely when it's closer to the next quarter estimated reporting date, you will see a higher volatility in the share price. So investors have to be careful on this.
Right, thank you, Trent. I believe those who are holding these two counter, they need to be careful and also take into considerations for all the factors that you shared just now. Yeah. So before we end today's session, so Trent, what Nasdaq stock can our investors might focus in the following months?
Okay, so we are currently in the recovery team as per our topic. So for the next few months, we are expecting more vaccine trial results. So investors can look for opportunities in drug manufacturers companies such as AstraZeneca, Gilead Science, and Moderna. These are the top vaccine company that is hot currently. Okay, if you are looking for value investing, I would recommend you to look with look for stocks with strong fundamentals that are currently trading at low valuation, such as Intel, Cisco, and Baidu.
Okay, yeah, appreciate for the sharing, Trent. So I believe today's sessions has bring a lot of tips and knowledge to all of you, right? So especially those who got an interest to trade Nasdaq share. So this is your chance to explore Nasdaq share CFD with Phillip Futures. So before we end our podcast, guys, so please leave your comment below our comments box, and please let us know what topic you guys are actually interested with, and we will arrange for it. Yeah. So we will call it a day. And thank you. Yeah, thank you, Trent. Thank you for the sharing.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. See you.